What do you feel about 3, 4, 5, 6? Like, I guess that's like kind of the lowest rundown that like should be 3-bet if possible, but like 4, 5, 6, 7 usually is the lowest. I don't know if I'm supposed to add more 3, 4, 5, 6 versus a guy like you who's gonna like attack the flop that this kind of hand hits, or
I think this is okay to have sometimes. I would not always 3-bet it. I think the problem is you don't actually, like, while it's true that might be the kind of flop I'm going to attack, you don't actually hit that flop often enough to justify 3-betting it just for that reason. I think you need to have like a lot like more fold equity on the flop versus somebody to 3-bet this very frequently.
I feel that
so like against the way I'm playing right now, I think it'd probably be better to flat.
Yeah.
But I think it's okay to like 3-bet and then check fold some flops. But I think if you 3-bet this and then just like auto c-bet a lot of flops, you're probably going to be bleeding money.
Yeah, definitely. And the other thing is that like since I was 3-betting something like 24%, I'd much rather see me 3-bet this to like, protect my 3-betting range, I guess, if I was 3-betting like 14%. Then now that I'm like 3-betting 24%, I'm going to have a bunch of like random double suited garbage, which like hits those kind of flops anyway and kind of better.
Yeah, also think this is like a much easier hand to 3-bet a little bit deeper because then like it's like not as big a crime to check fold because when you do hit, and I do play back, you're winning more money. But
yeah. And this is why, like, I think that hands like, 5, 6, 6, 7, when you're like 150 BBs deep, that's kind of like the perfect stack size to start like 3-betting a bunch of those kind of hands, like smallish rundown with like a random pair in them, because hitting a set is still valuable at those stack sizes. Whereas like 400 BBs deep, it's going to be really crappy to 3-bet like those kind of hands. Because like, by the time stacks get in, you're still going to realize that like my hand is like the hand it is. Whereas at like 200 BBs, there's a way to like make it deceptive and stack off light still.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with the whole like deceptive logic, and there's definitely value when you hit a set. The problem with 3-betting hands like that against like a more aggressive player is they just don't hit strong enough hands frequently enough. Like, I'd rather have like 5, 6, 7, 9 or something that can just continue on more boards. But yeah, versus like a more like foldy type player, then I think those hands become more valuable because like you're playing to like cooler them sort of.
Yeah.
So or you're playing to get them to fold. So then a hand like 5, 6, 6, 7 becomes very valuable.
Yeah, and also lets you just kind of like triple barrel the boards that like the like ace 9 4 runouts like turn king river like jack or something like that. Like you can find some good triple barrels too.
Anyways, all right, so let's see what happens.
I don't even remember how the hand played out because of the time that was spent in between. I hope I went for a check fold on that flop. Yeah, I did. That's good.
I actually think it's a little close because like personally on this particular flop, I don't like to just like auto c-bet, but I do like to c-bet this flop with a higher frequency. It's just a board that hits you a lot stronger than it hits me. Like I'm gonna have a lot of really weak hands. I'm gonna have hands like Jack 8, 6, 5 that I might fold or something. I think like your particular hand would probably be my cutoff here. I'd probably go ahead and c-bet because I have 2 backdoor flush draws. If I had like 1 backdoor flush draw, maybe I'd choose to make that the time I check fold. It's like this is like literally my cutoff probably for continuation betting here.
Yeah.
But
the problem is I feel that like if I c-bet and like you didn't seem too floaty this match, but like you've shown that like even on boards that are like hit my like receive like value range, I guess, like Jack 10 7 and stuff like that, you still like you'd still raise them And I'd still expect you. I don't know. Would you raise like something like Queen Jack or like Jack 10 with like 2 backdoors there? Probably. I'd expect you to.
Yeah, I mean, I probably, yeah, I might raise this flop pretty light.
And but the other problem is that
probably,
like, yeah.
I'm probably completely unbalanced though. I actually think it'd be profitable for you to like bet 3-bet this. To be honest, I know it would look like completely stupid and spewy when I did have a hand, but I actually think it would be profitable.